So do we see Mickey and the others kind of limp out of their cave, check things out? So yeah, you see Grant having survived.
I think Mickey sees him and says, "Hi, we knew you'd make it."
Barely, but I did.
Now, is your plan here, Seth, to go back to the Starset Seeker compound and then take over then, or just kill Mickey here and?
Well, because how many people are actually here?
I mean, there are a few. Like it's whatever your followers and Alyssa's followers and Jordan's followers, and any of the followers you would get from your like moves, right?
The real question is, how many of them would actually end up following me if I just killed him in front of everybody?
It did sound like Kato was pretty sold on Mickey's side at this point. But that's up to Alyssa, I suppose. At the very least, your followers would follow you, right?
Yeah. I think it maybe what the Kato well Grant will probably say is, Mr. Claren, what in the world were you doing earlier in your mech?
Yeah.
You were making noise, you were jeopardizing this whole operation.
In his defense, though, he got the attention of that vulture, which killed everybody, so it kind of worked out.
It always works out for me. I knew what I was doing.
And I think he'll just turn to Kato and say, accidental competence is not competence, nor is it the sign of a leader.
I mean, it worked, so...
But for how long? He could have jeopardized this entire thing and gotten us all killed.
Could have, but didn't.
I think unless Seth wants to make a roll at some point here, I think all the followers are just like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, but it worked.
How do
but if you want it, like, you could roll to make a speech and stuff here.
Yeah, I think maybe I will, and I'll say like, I'll not to air it out too long, but like I'll just make a speech of saying like, the guys, we can't.
Both of you give speeches and see who gets the most followers.
Duel of Wits. Okay, we'll transition over to Burning Wheel.
I think you'd say something like, we must have a leader that can actually lead, not one that can bumble through coincidence and survive.
Isn't that literally what you just did?
It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I survived through my
barely stumbling into. You barely stumbling into survival. That's what you're doing. You're trying to convince us that you're a bad leader.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I'm inclined to let Jordan make the roll instead of you making the roll, Seth, and then we make it based on whatever Jordan's role is. Who succeeds here? There isn't really a versus in this system. But that's fine with you, since he's the main character.
I'm just trying to help Jordan's character get killed.
Yeah. I know for sure.
Let himself get killed, though. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that would be, if Seth is making the roll, he's probably rolling fine common ground. But I think because you're kind of just diffusing his danger, you're just rolling diffuse with sway.
Okay. I'll use data.
Why are you trying to succeed?
Because that's what Mickey
Jordan's
would
instincts
do.
as a player are too strong.
Yeah.
Same with Emily. She wanted you to die, but she would not make unbeneficial decisions for you.
Yeah.
Will we finally have a failure?
Mickey may be an idiot, but he's not dumb. No mods, right?
Yeah. But you can get advantage if you.
Dang it.
Literally no failures. So I think it goes exactly as we just already described, right? Like, Mickey is just constantly tearing down every point that he makes. It's like, no, what are you talking about? You're just making yourself a bad leader. I say this is like what true leadership is. You're the only one who's denying this. And everyone around him is just nodding. Like, even like your followers you can try to pull a coup if you want to, but it would have to be like a violent coup at this point. Which you can still do.
Does Grant just blow everyone up again?
Yeah, just blow them up. You could try it. But like, does Grant want to die, or does he want to at least
The way he
attempt
sees
to-
it, he's not the way he sees it right now. He's like, "What am I doing? Like, I can't just off him. I should have done that before." But no, I tried to be smart about this.
And now I made myself like a stupid head.
He's like, I'm
Now
being
no one's
talked
gonna follow
down
me.
to
The only
by
way
some-
to be smart against Mickey is to be dumb.
Oh, should I just roll to unleash power just to get this?
Well, you
over?
could decide what it does, right? Like, so this is, you don't have to like blow it up in a giant bomb. You can
Yeah, I
say
know, but-
like,
But I think to do that first, I have to roll to even see if it does what I want it to do, because that's
Yeah,
one
so-
of the options.
yeah, the way that it works is unleash power. When you find the device, the GM gives you a few clues as to what it can do. I've already given you clues as to
Yeah.
if like you have a Geiger counter that can trace the signal that leads to the end wherever this technology is, and you have a chunk of warp metal, which we already know the capabilities of. You have clues as to what you could do with those things. You could at this point you could just say, Caleb, I want to try to do this thing with it. As long as it's in line with those clues, we would just roll.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do. I think here's what Grant is going to think. He's like, if I can't take this by reason, I will take it by force.
Yeah.
And so I roll on lore.
This is
And
gonna be a failure.
I'm gonna
This is
use
be the one
a-
failure of the whole session, isn't it?
I'm gonna use data to give myself advantage and no modifiers. And if this is the thing that fails, then the universe is against me and every character I play.
I mean, we already
Hey!
know this. Whoa,
Wow.
nice.
Another success. Was that
Nice job.
okay?
Okay, so yeah, on a 10 plus, pick 3. Pick 3 of those
Okay.
options there.
The device can be used again. The device does exactly what you wanted, and you avoid the device's side effects, which means I do arouse other devices in the environment, which whatever that means, I don't know
Okay.
exactly. what
Yeah,
that means.
I have some ideas. That. What do
think-
you want it to do?
I think essentially I wanted to let out instead of like an explosion, let out a controlled directed
Control
blast
directed burst.
towards
yeah.
Mickey.
Uh-huh. Towards Mickey specifically?
uh
Or like wide enough that it would catch everybody who's like not on your side.
That's kind of what I was thinking, if that's possible.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah,
Bye
so
bye,
just
Kato.
giant wave of energy. Now, Alyssa and Jordan, you would have to like this has been done. He's burst out the energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean it kills you instantly. Now you have to roll to like escape its destruction.
Okay.
I'm trying to do what we wanted, and it's not working as I hope.
Want we roll for that?
I think like no matter what, you're gonna probably take some damage.
Yeah.
But we'll probably have you roll diffuse with whatever you think you would be able to diffuse with, right? So intimidation or physical exertion, force, fast talking and misdirection, sway, endurance or quick action, steal, improvised technology and remembered information, lore, whatever you think your character would do.
Steal for sure.
Just trying to get out of the way.
Yep.
Go and roll.
Okay.
Steal.
This is gonna be the first failure of the session right here. Just know it.
No.
Okay.
There's a cost to securing safety. The danger will soon return, or the danger is still present but threatening someone or something else.
I'll get Mickey. I don't care.
Okay, gonna be harder for. So Mickey is gonna take more damage. So this is what happens. I would like to think that Kato saw this coming and has slowly been inching her and all of her followers off to the side, so that Mickey just is like the clear target, like out in the open by himself. And so Seth doesn't have a good shot to get everyone, so he just has to focus on Mickey then.
Okay.
Kato's smart.
Yeah.
Kato's been seeing the face off between them. Is just like slowly.
Seeing me hold something and wielding it like it's a weapon.
Yeah. So how do you want to diffuse then, Jordan?
I want to use sway to convince people. Look, that this bad man who's doing this horrible thing.
You're gonna make human
And-
shields for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
with my words. People who are like, no, we can't let him. He's doing this to someone who's completely innocent. And he might say something like, don't let it hit you.
That makes sense to me.
Um,
He has enough time to do that.
And we have what, one more?
I mean, all he has to do, like, we've already described that, like, he's a populist leader who can get the masses to do whatever he wants. All he has to do is, like, protect me, right? And then they'll all just, like, jump in the way of it. So, yeah, plus sway.
Plus sway. We have one more data.
I believe so, yep.
Spend the last of that data because make you selfish.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's your faction.
Hopefully, I will get Mickey killed off and then have someone that's legitimately a good guy come up in the same faction to undo the damage and repair the mess he's made.
I was gonna say, the Starset Seekers have gotten absolutely nowhere because Mickey has just been doing... That's a 12.
I tried.
So, Mickey still gets hurt. I think it's impossible that he doesn't.
Well, it's what happened the last time Seth and Alyssa tried to kill Mickey.
True.
He got hurt. He got away.
Jordan, I think you get the first 2 harm boxes marked, winded and fearful. But
Okay.
your next 2 harm boxes are feverish and bleeding, and then dead after that. You haven't marked either of those yet. So you're winded and you're fearful. But mostly unharmed. All of your followers are disintegrated at your feet. But yeah, I mean, I think what we saw, Seth, is like Grant put like the warp metal and stuff in his like arm cannon or whatever, right? Like you jury rigged like an arm cannon up, and you can fire it again. Like it's you said the device can be used again, so you can just like fight at this point, right? We can roll fiercely assault.
What is fiercely assault? What's that?
It's plus force.
I'm not good at force. But I guess that's what I need to do.
It does sound like that's what's happening.
It's like, why won't you? Like the scene from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, or Jordan's like, why won't you just die? So it's force and just a straight roll standard?
I believe so. Yep.
No modifiers.
There you go. We knew it was going to happen eventually. That's a failure.
1 and a 4. So I just completely and totally miss.
Yeah. So, well, let me look at my GM moves here.
Before there was enough people that it was easy to hit someone. Now it's getting harder to aim. I don't know how to aim this thing. I'm a scholar. I'm not a warrior.
I mean, technically, you were like a police officer.
Right.
I think that was like your whole job. But I guess you were like more of like an investigator than a soldier. I'm thinking that maybe we do turn their move on them / deal harm. Like, I think maybe you go to activate it again and it just blows you up.
It blows the mech up, maybe?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't mean that you're going to die, but like, you're not going to have to roll diffuse to like either eject yourself out of the mech, but like the mech starts to like overheat, and then the energy that was going to come out of your arm just like stays in, and then like it's going to blow up.
Fun.
How do you get out? Diffuse with what? What are you trying to do? Steal, quick action.
Probably lore, because it's what I'm best at. Improvised technology or remembered information.
Yep. Eject button.
Yeah.
No.
Jordan, why should I try and help you get your character killed, and I'm the one that suffers?
Okay, so what
I tried to help you die and died myself.
Why does this always happen? It happened with. This is the second time this has happened. I don't even remember
the universe's way of paying you back for what you guys did to Calvinus.
So this is what happens. Grant does the thing, right? He activates the cannon again. It starts overheating. All the sensors go off on his mech. He presses the eject button, and when he does it, nothing happens, and the console starts like beeping, and then the like a AI voice or whatever, like the thing that would like tell you like systems malfunction or whatever, like basically says foreign Foreign substance detected. All systems offline. Performing emergency, and then. And Grant's just like, no, and just dies.
The first thing that melted in the thing was the thing. Well, I tried, Jordan. I tried to help you. This is
Kato just slowly goes.
Just clap. Yeah, I think
this is why you don't go
happens,
against
right?
this man.
You just die. Like, as long as you're like, I feel like that's what has to happen. Like, you pretty much set yourself up for that.
I was just trying to help Jordan kill his character. And I'm the one that gets punished.